Welcome back to...
Hey guys, welcome back to the Just Very Mundane show. This is the only show on the internet where Sagar and Jacob are the hosts. I'm Jacob.
I'm Sagar.
And that's the introduction we always do. How's your week, Sagar?
Wow, I don't know if we can top that intro though.
Probably not. Episode 8 is the
peak. Improve. How are you, Jacob?
I'm good. You didn't answer, Michael. I asked how your week was and just
my week
ignored it.
Has been amazing because it's been the first week of straight amazing weather. Just not a single bad day up until today that I remember off the top of my head.
I feel like you would remember.
Yeah, probably.
Knowing you'd be like, Tuesday?
60 degrees.
No.
But first thing right off the top that I want to talk about is something that I'm sure you've also noticed today.
Yes.
Or at least I hope you did.
I mean, depending on what it is, yeah.
So, today, while I was driving to the gym,
alright,
I saw a master and his craft at work. And I'm trying to... Do you remember now? Do you remember?
You're talking about me?
No.
Master
Okay, fine.
I work on your way to.
Yes, it was beautiful to see. It was.
Was it the guy that was?
Yes.
He was.
Yes.
Okay, he was there. You left like.
I know.
An hour before me.
And I got back on my drive back it was almost 2 hours after I left. I got back and he was still there.
Okay, so to put this,
can I do it though?
Yeah, you can.
I feel like
I
set the foundation for this. You know, I feel like
yeah, you did. I completely forgot about that.
How? How could you forget?
I probably would have
remembered so special.
It was just I was like crackheads do what crackheads do, you know. Anyways, tell your story.
I thought he was a worker because it was right in front of the Walmart.
Yeah.
That is on the way from where we live to campus.
Yeah.
And it was a guy wearing a bright yellow visibility jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And he was practicing bow staff.
Yeah.
Just right there, right in front of that Walmart parking lot, less than maybe a foot away from the
entrance
5-lane road, and he's just casually just twirling around his little bow staff, and it was like the beginning of every cheesy 80s martial arts movie.
Yeah.
Except rather than them doing it on top of a mountaintop or balancing upon two tiny little like sticks, it was just a dude with a really scraggly beard in front of Walmart.
There's a reason no one has stopped him yet. He was doing it well.
That's the thing.
He was like, I was like watching him do this, and I was like, he's like, I can't confront him. Like he's allowed to be there. Like no one can stop him at this point.
I saw him do it at first, and I thought, oh, this guy's about to break someone's window, and he was just like twirling it around his neck and stuff, and it was. It was legitimately interesting to watch.
I don't think whenever I was there, when I saw him, I don't think it was a bow staff. It was two things that he was doing.
Nunchucks?
Yeah,
he had nunchucks?
I think they were like kind of nunchucks. They didn't look like.
I mean, it wasn't even like an actual bow staff he was using. It was like a stick. It was like a wooden stick.
Yeah. When he was there, it was just basically it was just these things on strings. They're kind of like
so nunchucks.
The basic thing was nunchucks. Yeah. A little, like, makeshift nunchucks. Like, crackhead nunchucks.
This guy could be a Walmart worker, okay? He had, like, an official-looking lanyard on.
Yeah, he had, like, it looked like I thought he was a construction worker at first. Because he had, like, that vest on.
Yeah, whatever it was, it is by far the strangest thing I have seen so far in my college experience.
Oh, that reminds me, though. I went to London a couple years ago. And there's this, I can't remember what it's called. There's a shopping district there. Like a huge shopping district near London.
Diagon Alley?
No, yeah, that's it. I bought a magic broom. Started flying. It was kind of weird. Luckily, I didn't need the plane to go back home. But no, everywhere, every street you cross, I'm sure it's a lot like this in New York too. Like a big city. I mean,
I hated New York.
Yeah. Big city, these people that are obviously very clearly on drugs or have done drugs consistently in their life. He was just dancing. He was break dancing, and I want to say it wasn't that good, but he was like break dancing. He was shirtless. It was just he was an older man. He was relatively fit, and he was just break dancing.
I'm glad you threw in the relatively fit there to clarify.
Yeah, not just the old people that are not fit. Yeah. And it was such a. I think he wanted tips, or something. He might have just been doing it on his own. I don't remember. He was just on the sidewalk. He was living his best life, and I'm proud of him for putting himself out there.
Yeah, and then the Walmart guy. Whenever I left, he was practicing bow staff. It looked like he was a master or something. What if he is some kind of martial arts master on the quest to retrieve the dragon scrolls or something?
Maybe he could see things that we can't, literally, there's monsters all around him. He was just fighting them off.
Maybe, and then by the time I was driving back, he looked like he was doing a rain dance, which was odd because it was raining already. So I don't know what he was up to there.
He wanted to stop raining. Maybe it was a reverse rain dance.
Maybe he was trying to get it to rain down holy water to vanquish the demons he was fighting.
Probably was it. We'll have him on the podcast.
I don't want to make it sound like we're making fun of the guy either, because he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
He wasn't just some random dude messing around with a stick on a highway. It was
it wasn't like he had some weird.
That's what made it so strange. If he was bad, I probably would have forgotten, but he was good.
Yeah.
And this is why this memory will stick with me for a very long time.
We make a TV show called The Crackhead and His Staff.
I don't know if he's a crackhead. What if he's just a...
Okay, maybe not.
Maybe he was a Walmart worker or something.
Although there in the Venn diagram of crackheads and Walmart workers, there is some overlap.
I don't know if you're that on drugs, I don't know if you could...
Just because, I
don't know if you could do it that effectively.
He had that energy of a crackhead,
That crackhead energy, sure. But, he seemed very focused and...
Drugs will make you focus, Sagar.
Disciplined.
Maybe that's because of the drugs.
Why are you so intent on this guy being a druggie? What?
Because...
Why can't he just be an eccentric older man?
He wasn't that old.
Practicing.
He was probably in his 30s.
What? He had a white beard. He had white in his beard, and his long beard.
You know what does that to you? Drugs. I'm just saying, you can't. I don't think you can be. Whatever age he was.
In my mind, he will always be the demon hunter protecting us from the other world we can't see.
Sure.
That's what I choose to see him as.
Yes, he is that too. But even demon hunters protecting us from the otherworldly do drugs sometimes, Sagar. I don't know. I'm glad we started on a very strong, a very strong beginning.
Yeah, from now on, this man will be known as the demon hunter of Walmart.
In parentheses, maybe crackhead? Crackhead,
not a crackhead. I'm not going to assume he's a crackhead until I get legitimate proof.
You just go up to him hey, can I have a urine sample really quick? He's like, who are you? Do you work for them? He's like, what? No. I'm just saying, you can't not do drugs. You have to do drugs to be swinging a bow staff around at the front of a Walmart.
He could just be practicing. Maybe he couldn't find anywhere else to practice his martial arts.
The back of a Walmart?
Maybe he didn't want to get in some worker's ways.
Maybe. You know what?
Or maybe he just wanted to brighten everyone's day. And I don't think he deserves to be judged for that as a druggie.
I'm not judging him. Okay. I am just stating what I observed.
So you observed him ingesting drugs?
No. I am putting two and two together, Sagar.
You're making assumptions, is what you're saying.
You know what they say about making assumptions?
No, I know.
Make you look dumb. Alright,
Anyway, yes, that was the big thing that happened in my week.
Let's
Probably my year. This would probably be the strangest thing that I would experience.
have a highlight, like, at the end of this year, we have a hot, like, top moments in 2020, and it's just this conversation.
I feel like after I witnessed this man doing this act, I feel like my life has inexplicably changed. And I don't know if it's for better or worse. It's just
It's for neutral.
I can't go back. I can't go back to the moment before I saw that man in a bright yellow jacket wielding his bow staff in front of Walmart.
Yeah. I want to meet him. I want to know what his name is. I want to know his story.
Hopefully he's there tomorrow.
Hopefully. He makes me feel safe.
He did have that very secure feeling about him.
Safe as I felt in a very long time, you know?
Actually, now that this reminds me of a scene in this Indian movie that I watched just a year ago. That was literally about this old man protecting like this hostel of engineering students, and there was this scene of him just swinging nunchucks around crazily, just in front of that place.
So maybe what he was doing. Maybe that's what that one guy was doing. He was they're engineering students in that
He was
Walmart.
trying to protect the Walmart from the demons.
Probably. You know, Walmart needs the protection from demons.
The purity of Walmart must be protected.
It's fine. That Walmart closes before midnight, or it closes at midnight, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Walmart? I mean, you're asleep, so I'm gonna assume no. But have you ever been to a Walmart like 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
You have?
I've been to a Walmart at 1 a.m. with you.
Oh, okay. You're talking about forensic tournaments.
Yeah.
Was it really that late?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it was that late.
It was like
Probably
pretty
11.
close. It was pretty close.
I'm gonna say 11 is the latest.
There have been times whenever
12.
we got back to the hotel room and it was like 1
Yeah, but I
or
guess
2.
I don't think we ever made it back at 2. Sure, I'll just.
I was
agree with you
awake
there.
till 2 for sure.
All right. Well, it's picture that energy, but also that you haven't been competing in a competition for several hours. It's the same energy though. No matter how tired you feel, you just go in at a Walmart at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and you just.
I feel like sweatpants are part of the dress code at that time.
Yeah, all the workers wear sweatpants. It's a fact.
Even the bow staff guy.
Yeah, every Walmart has a designated bow staff guy. If they don't have a security team, they just have one guy. They're like.
I'm just saying, if I was a potential robber or robbist, you know,
as they're more commonly called. Yes.
and I saw that man, I would be very threatened. I wouldn't rob that Walmart after I saw that dude.
I wouldn't either. They honestly are just like they get robbed and they're like, oh, don't call the police. Just send Ken. Ken's got
Ken.
it. I like to picture his name's like Kenny or something. It has to be short for something else.
John.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, these are options. So other than that, anything else exciting? Any more gym stories?
No. But F1's back this week.
Back.
This week, Jacob. Hopefully, barring any new coronavirus developments, this Friday, we will get to see F1 cars driving around a racetrack. And this Saturday, we will get to see F1 cars driving around a racetrack in anger.
When you say we, are you talking about?
I'm talking obviously about the collective, as in people who want to watch.
Okay.
Not you and me.
Although we could watch it together.
We could.
Probably won't happen.
Yeah, but it's exciting. This Saturday is whenever we will see just how fast everyone is. and just how many seconds faster Mercedes is than everyone else this year.
Hope Usain Bolt wins. Remember that meme? That
Yeah,
was a good one.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was the funniest one we probably came up with.
For sure.
We can't top that one.
So that's my week basically is I don't know, Jacob. This is the least excited I've actually been for F1 to start, because this is the year that Lewis Hamilton will tie Michael Schumacher for most world championships, and I don't think I can handle that. I'm not looking forward to it. Just the sheer melancholy that I will feel. 4 races till the end of the season, and Hamilton's already wrapped up the championship. I don't know if I could handle it. And that's why, even though I love F1, I don't think I'm really looking forward to it this year.
I believe in you. not any of the drivers.
Who knows? Hamilton could not win the championship, but that's like literally like a 5% chance of that.
I believe in him and not winning. I believe he could lose. I trust him.
Breaks so many records this year. It's crazy.
Dang.
Should have been Alonso.
I was gonna make a stupid joke. I'm probably still gonna make it.
As opposed to all the other intelligent jokes we've made on this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you didn't dumb down the level of our humor.
But anyways, so what kind of records is he breaking? Like the Beatles or?
Gosh. The moment you asked that question, I knew where that was going.
Yeah, I'll be here all week. Or I'll be here next week, I guess. A week from today, actually. Or not the day we're recording this, the day it's uploaded.
Yeah.
See, I like to think of our listeners when I include them in the time.
I don't. Especially if they're terrorists.
Or jealous of us. Fair. My week's been good. I know you did. I guess you asked earlier.
I asked about 20 minutes ago, and you just responded.
Yeah, I feel like I like to wait at least like 15 minutes.
Good. I feel
just to really think about my answer.
It's very considerate of you.
It is considerate of me. I'm glad we both agree. My week has been very normal, I guess. I don't know. It's nothing exciting. I've worked. I uploaded a new YouTube video. I guess it was like a week and a half ago at this point. So y'all can go check that out. My channel name is in the description probably. I think that was about it. I mean, I've done a lot of schoolwork. No one cares about that. And I've done a lot of work that I get paid for, and no one cares about that.
I am very happy that we finally got rid of our trash mountain.
I am happy about it too. Although I kind of miss it. I don't.
Well, don't worry. It'll be back in like a week or two.
I don't think we can develop that much trash in 2 weeks.
I mean, it's not trash. It's stuff that we need to recycle.
Yeah.
And because the place where we live doesn't have a recycling program, we have to go take it to the recycling center ourselves.
That's true.
And we usually don't do it for like months and months until it takes up pretty much our entire kitchen area.
And then we wait longer.
Then we finally do it.
Eventually, yeah. It's weird, honestly, without it being
there. It feels like we're about to move out. Because there isn't anything there.
Also, the fact that the area where our couch that we're sitting on currently is also gone. Like, it's also empty right there. It's also feels like we're going to move out. Sorry to exclude everybody besides Sagar and I. But I just thought I would share that moment with Sagar and I need more moments away from the audience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially in a podcast that we have.
For the audience.
Yeah. I thought it was mainly for me.
Oh, well, that too. Mainly for you.
So it's my creative outlook.
Yeah, so how's your first week with shorter hair? How's that been?
It's been weird, honestly. I reach for my back and I have to reach a little higher before I reach my hair. And it's
I get weird. That, man. I totally understand exactly how you feel.
It's like whenever I put my fingers through my hair, my hand's not there as long. It's really strange. How's your week? First week with me having shorter hair?
Feels weird. I've slowly gotten accustomed to sliding my hand back far enough to where I don't touch your hair.
I'm gonna start leaning further and further back, just to spite you.
Okay. Have fun with that.
Because I want my hair to be stroked by
How
Sagar.
devious of you. It's almost sophomore year all over again.
Yes, this is my second greatest prank. It's the equivalent of like Daddy Daycare 1 and Daddy Daycare 2.
Both equally great. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Or the equivalent of Paul Blart and Paul Blart 2. Both amazing cinematic masterpieces. They were both cheated out of their Grammy nominations. And
Grammy nominations.
yeah. Did I say that?
They were so good. They transcended their medium.
They went straight to
Music.
yeah. Why am I thinking
Paul
Oscars?
Blart Mall Cop 2 is my favorite album of all time.
My favorite record, and Lewis Hamilton's about to break it.
You salvaged that joke. I didn't think it was possible.
And we still have 40 minutes left to record. It sucks. It's all to make new jokes.
Actually, I do have a story that I was gonna tell. Like,
You made it sound like you raised your hand. Anyone listening to that podcast is probably just picturing you like, said, ooh, my turn. I want to speak next. There's two of us. You could just talk.
this is a story that I meant to tell like 3 weeks ago when it actually happened,
Yes.
and I keep forgetting. But I think I already told you.
Okay, I'll tune out.
So what's different?
Whoa, you're making fun of me because I'm deaf? Unbelievable.
Sorry, this podcast is probably not the place to work out our relationship issues.
We just have like serious roommate disputes on this podcast.
I left the dishes in the left side of the sink. Dang it, Jacob.
And I leave mine in the right. We agree on this.
But you
Anyway,
never asked if I was okay with that.
I'm sorry. I'll ask right now. We'll get to your important stuff in a second. Do you care that your dishes are on the left side of the sink?
No.
All right. Anyways, what were you saying?
This is actually the most annoying gym story I have.
All right.
Because usually whenever I tell my gym stories, it's coming from a place of someone of an observer, you know?
Yes.
Usually I'm not very I am introverted actually, but like in most settings I have a certain level of confidence.
Yeah.
Whereas in the gym, since I'm like easily the smallest person in there, it's like I literally just shrink into a shell and I just
But you have the biggest heart.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. I don't think that's true though. But just biologically speaking, there are some pretty massive people in there. But what even was I gonna?
I don't know. I think I made it better by saying that joke. The worst thing that ever happened to you at the gym.
Usually, yes. I just talk about these characters I meet at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any less of them, but I do think less of these people. After those two really shallow girls talking about Instagram followers, these are the second worst people I've ever seen in the gym.
Shallow. Where are they? A kid pool? Booyah.
I'm waiting like 20 minutes from now when all of a sudden you make it hilarious.
All right. Yeah. Carry on.
So whenever I do leg days, I try to go at a time when there's not many people because there's only 3 squat racks.
Okay.
So usually, like if you go, you're gonna end up waiting a long time because people just set up camp on those things.
I thought the stereotype is that everyone skips leg day. Why is that one?
I wish that were true, but it's not. I mean, I skipped leg day for the longest time. But so because people don't just squat in there; they do back stuff, deadlifts, which are technically back. I'm saying is people basically do an entire kind of thing in there, not just squat. But that's why I try to go at weird times so that I get there, and I usually luck out, and there's at least one that's open. And at this time that I went, there was exactly one that just opened up right as I walked up to it. So I set up, and I was halfway through my sets, just squatting, and this group of people come up to me, and they look pretty serious. You know, they look like serious lifters, and they come up and they're just like, "Hey, man, how much longer you got?" And I was just like, "Well, I have a couple more sets left," and I mean, actually, if they weren't there, I probably would have gone longer. But I just feel like such a jerk, like taking up equipment when someone else was waiting for it, especially because like I have like this like, you know, especially because I'm so small. You know, I feel like other people are more entitled to use it than I am.
I feel like if anything, it's the other way around. But
no, like those people, you know, they deserve it. You know, they put in the work. You know, they're big.
Sure.
You know, like I feel like they have seniority over me, if you will.
All right.
But so I mean, they weren't like that much bigger than me, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I mean, I'll give it, you know. So I rushed through my sets because I felt like a jerk, and they were staring at me the entire time.
Checking
Literally,
you out.
even whenever I was resting, and I had to cut my rest time short, just so I could like just give them their squat rack. So like I did all of that, kind of screwed up my leg day, and then the moment I got done with my last set, they were like literally right there, just unracking the weight. Just it wasn't even waiting for me. So I was just like, okay, man, you guys look serious. So then I move on to my next thing, and I have like this clear eye line to the squat rack I just left. And I see them, one of them just put the bar on their shoulders, you know, like unrack the bar, just the bar, no weights. Squat 2 or 3 times, then re-rack the bar, and then they all leave. Just leave. After literally giving me like this like
so
death stare for like 10-15 minutes.
Only one of them.
One person.
How many? How big is
it? It was like a 4 or 5 person group, and just one person, and then they all just wrote something down. And I'm assuming it's for a class or something. But like, just how much of a jerk do you have to be to just? I was so angry. I was just glaring at them as they walked out.
Did they not ask any of the other people on squat racks?
Nope. I mean, I was the first person they asked, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Like, I'll get done quickly. So I'm assuming.
That's fair. And none of the other people were. I guess the other.
I mean, they were also a lot bigger than me, so I feel like I was the least intimidating to ask.
That's fair, but like the other people weren't finished before you.
No.
Okay.
They were still going.
All right. But still. Was it like a group of like, they looked like big, like they looked.
No, they just looked athletic. They didn't look big. I
mean,
mean,
a group
in
of
hindsight,
guys or a group of girls?
It was like a mix. In hindsight, they look like serious gym goers, is what I'll say. Because not everyone that goes to the gym to get huge.
Yeah.
You know, some people have different goals and stuff, but they looked like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, because they had like notebooks with them and stuff, and they would write stuff down. I mean, in hindsight, it was probably for a class, but you know. Usually whenever people bring notebooks to the gym, there's some serious lifters. So I was just like kind of intimidated, you know, so I gave up, you know. And
I'm just trying to think what class, like what
I see classes in there sometimes, I do.
I mean, sure, but like what class is requiring them to like squat 3 times with an empty bar? Like, did it look like they were measuring the angle of the person's back or anything like that?
No. Like classes, I mean, we do have a lot of degrees in our college, Jacob.
I know, but
like fitness science.
I guess. But 3 times, one person does it.
And it was just the bar. It was just the bar.
That's the least
issue I have. If it's all that you can squat is just the bar, that's different, okay?
That's the least issue I have, because people squat the bars sometimes just to get the form together.
Yeah, no, they literally just did it 3 times.
3 is such a weird number, not even 5
the
or 10.
motion, just the motion, and that was it. And it was so casual the way they did it, just so nonchalant. It was infuriating.
I can't believe them. You can go beat him up?
No, I'm going to ask Ken, the demon hunter of Walmart, to go beat them up for me.
It's called Ken, we've got a job.
It's those kids again.
Ken just hangs up, doesn't speak. But you know he's going to do it.
Yeah, Ken doesn't speak, but his actions speak enough for him.
Actions speak louder than words, especially with Ken. I'm glad he has a name now. I feel like this is going to be like one of those things that, I don't know, like 10 years from now, this podcast is wildly successful. It's just going to...
I want Ken to come on this podcast.
Alright. See, he might be... Honestly, all the demons might be dead in our state now because of him.
Could be.
This could have been the last one. He
Maybe
was there for 2 hours fighting
maybe,
demons.
Yeah, maybe he moves on from one Walmart to the next.
Ken, the Walmart demon slayer. I want to be his friend.
Yeah.
I just want to feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. There's 2 things. A couple episodes ago, I brought up both of these things, and then last episode I forgot about them. One was this movie about, it's a movie about a businessman.
Oh, yes. The farm?
Yeah, he goes bankrupt and he works at a diner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I looked up the name, I found it, and the name is such a stupid... I mean, it's the perfect name for it, but I was not expecting it to be a pun. Would you have any idea what it would be? It's a pun on diner and business. Something to do with that. I'll give you a guess because this bit isn't that entertaining for podcasts, but...
I honestly can't guess anything that has a pun related to...
It's called Waffle Street.
What?
Waffle Street?
Waffle Street?
Waffle Street, as in Wall Street and waffles. That's what it's called. And it has a... Oh, shoot. I can't remember what the actor's name is. But one of the actors is
Wasn't
actually...
Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, it isn't. I wish it was. But one of the actors is actually someone that's like...
They should have called it the Stray Cat of Waffle Street.
been in stuff.
Ooh.
Danny Glover.
Well, Danny Glover's gone off the deep end, so that's not a surprise.
Okay, well, either way, I was still
Bit of a
surprised that
crazy-
he was there. Everybody else is relatively people They look like people that could be someone, but they aren't.
Did Quentin Tarantino make an appearance and drop a few
Yeah.
N-words?
Yeah, he did actually. It was kind of really weird because he just walked into the diner and then walked out. I didn't like it that
kill
much.
a few people with a sword.
James Lafferty is in that. I have no idea what else he's in. He's in One Tree Hill. Good for him. And then right after One Tree Hill ended, he went to Waffle Street. Or no, sorry, he went to the movie Oculus and then Waffle Street.
Hey, I mean, you gotta work, man.
You do gotta work, but
I'm not gonna begrudge anyone a paycheck.
not either. But still, it's just that the movie is so. I still want to watch it. I still want you and I to watch it together and like.
Looking at this cast, I feel like this would be like a Lifetime movie.
Probably, it looks like I don't know. I just
Some good-looking people in here.
They all look like.
And Danny Glover.
And Danny Glover. I think he's.
Just don't like Danny Glover.
You don't like Danny Glover? Why don't you like Danny Glover?
Just a bit of a crazy.
Bit of a crazy.
I'll tell you off camera.
Oh, does he fight people with nunchucks and bow staffs?
No, he's not super rad.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I mixed the two. The other thing I wanted to show you was actually a Twitter account, and I'm going to. I can read it out because they're tweets, so it'll translate well.
Mm-hmm.
But I might, if I really feel up to it, I might just screenshot them as well for the video and put them on the bottom of the screen. We'll see. There's you might have heard of it. There's a Twitter that
I probably haven't.
Paddington Bear.
No, I haven't heard of it.
I thought you were gonna go longer than.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, it just has like different. It's just him tweeting. And it's just like, one of the tweets from February 9th is, "It's a real brawly buster today." It's just like, I haven't seen the movie.
You know what? I'm going to get a Twitter just to follow that account. I will only follow that account. I won't follow any other account.
There's a. Oh, he posted something on February 29th. I'm going to make the most of the extra day and go on an adventure. # leap year. I don't know.
This could be a Twitter account started for the movie.
Maybe this Twitter account's also verified.
Yeah, so especially because the third one's going to be on the way at some point.
Yeah, this one.
And once it comes out, it will be the greatest movie trilogy of all time.
When did the first one come out?
2014.
Okay, this Twitter account was made in 2010.
Dang. Okay.
I
mean, who knows? Maybe like they probably started pre-production.
Maybe
they started putting it together around then. Actually, now I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure it's 2014, but I do want to be on the safe side. I don't want to keep spewing misinformation like that dual-axis steering gaff.
There's one. It's a poll he took. It's I wonder how many chocolate Santas is too many for a bear. The answer 2 got 2.6%. The answer 3 got 2.6%. 5.2% voted for the number 4, and then 89.6% said voted for always just one more. I don't know. I'm reading things hoping you would get the reference because I have never seen the movie, so I can't.
It's just him being a Paddington like character, and it came out 2015. So my bad. It came out 2015.
Yeah. How dare you.
What? On the top it says 2014, and then here it says release date April 28th, 2015.
I don't know, man. I didn't release it.
It says Paddington is a 2014 live-action animated comedy film. It's more than that, okay?
But this account has 10.1 thousand tweets. Okay. All right.
The film was released in the United Kingdom on November 28th, 2014, to critical acclaim.
Okay, that's cool. But it's so funny how active this is. It's like it tweets almost daily, and it's so. I mean, sure, like there's another movie coming out, but like from 2010 to now, tweeting almost daily, has 10.1 tweets, 10.1 thousand tweets. Sorry, like that's such a. It's just so funny to me.
But Jacob, is the Paddington Bear Twitter account one person, or is it more than that?
It might be
is it a symbol?
Honestly, the writer of Paddington just might have created this account just to have fun.
Could be me. I could have done it.
That'd be cool, but you didn't hear about it, and you did a really convincing gasp, so I don't think you faked not knowing about it. It's just kind of, it sold it.
I mean, I kind of just made a reference to the Batman Begins movie, but literally no one would understand that one.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
It's about Ra's al Ghul. Spoiler alert, I guess, for the movie, so tune out for the next minute. So Ra's al Ghul isn't just one person, it's like a title being passed on from person to person.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what the Twitter account could be.
No, that was the reference. I thought that was a reference.
No. I was talking about how it could be more than one person. It could be a symbol.
Could be. Paddington could be the next Ra's al Ghul. Less violence, so they're...
I don't know how I would feel if Paddington Bear was Ra's al Ghul.
I know how I would feel.
The only person that could stop him... Ken
versus Paddington as Ra's al Ghul, the fight of the ages.
Don't do that to my boy Paddington. Paddington's not a villain. He's a hero. He's the most heroic hero of all heroic history. Hero.
I'm glad you added that last hero. You didn't sell it until right then. But now you sold it. You really sold it, Sagar. So, how's got any big plans coming up?
Yeah, for the next 2 months, I've decided I'm gonna hit the gym and the food hard and get buff.
Are you gonna interact with anybody until then? Besides me?
Maybe, depends.
Maybe, okay.
If I have to, sure. But yeah. So I've started eating 4 times a day now.
Nice.
And it's this odd mix of going into a food coma and then feeling hungry while you're in the food coma.
Yeah.
And then having to eat again. And it's just like this...
It's
like you feel energy, but you don't feel energy. It's all just a giant paradox is what I'm getting at.
It's Schrodinger's food. I don't know. I couldn't think of a good
food schedule, food routine. I don't know.
Food meal. I don't.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really pushing myself, so who knows.
I believe in you.
If I gain 3 or 4 pounds, I'll be happy.
I know when to gain 3 or 4 pounds easy. They won't be muscle.
Well, if I gain 2 pounds of muscle, I'll be happy.
And what about the 3 to 4? What happened?
I mean, it's not like people can just put on just pure muscle at once. I mean, unless you're going through like recomposition or something. It's if you put on weight, not all of it will be muscle.
I see.
Because I mean, even now, even though I weighed, in the low 150s, if you're talking like actual lean body mass, it'd be less than that. Believe it or not, Jacob, I'm not 100% muscle.
See, Sagar, I was with you for like a moment, okay? And then you throw up this blasphemous statement about yourself. And
I did see someone today at the gym that literally, it was like...
That was 100%
he could have been drawn by a comic book artist. Like, it was like every fiber of his muscle was visible. It was like he had like 2% body fat. I mean, he didn't actually. It was more than that, but it was still like, it was very impressive.
I mean, he was also part of Ken's group, the Kingers.
God.
Him, the guy who saw at the gym, and then Paddington. It's 3 of them. I don't know what the other ones are yet.
Still in the building phase.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be there, Nick Fury?
What's his famous line at the beginning of or at the end of Captain America? I've been expecting. No.
I'm putting together a team.
Yeah, I'm putting together a team.
Yeah.
I think I could do that, except for, I mean, Paddington might be hard to get.
Yeah,
he lives all the way in
because
London.
Paddington's amazing, and he doesn't need to be in a ripoff of a
Paddington is
sucky cinematic universe.
Paddington is this world's.
Paddington is like
Iron
this
Man, I
world's
guess?
Tick. He's
Tick?
better than the cinematic universe.
I wouldn't say Iron Man, but it's as you do.
I don't like Marvel.
I'm aware. You also
I don't think
Thor.
I've ranted about my hatred of Marvel and Disney yet on this podcast.
Probably not, but I guess we'd have to save for next episode, huh? Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure you're really sorry to hear that.
But I mean, we're reaching the edge. We're reaching the edge. We're reaching the end. We're reaching the most pinnacle moment of the podcast. The one everybody looks forward to and no one skips to. Alright? And by no one skips to it, I mean probably no one skips to it. And that is the infamous media moments.
You really did a good job hyping that up.
Yeah. And now time to bring it all down.
You want to go first, or should I go first?
You can go first.
Do you have something you want to talk about?
Yeah, I have something. You go first.
Wait, what is your background? Oh, never mind. He reminded me of like that picture of me with the Photoshop Nile hair.
Oh, no, it's just me and my normal hair.
Okay, never mind. You look so brown. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about this TV show called Suits, which is like a TV show watched by middle-aged women on TV.
You, so middle-aged women.
Yeah. And it's good. It's so essentially the basic gist of it is the main character has not accomplished in his life his full potential because he essentially has a photographic memory, and he's a genius, but like he starts out just dealing drugs and stuff. And he gets given this second chance by this big shot lawyer in a firm. And basically, he pretends to be a lawyer. And that's the basic gist of the entire show. And it's... the main guy's name is Mike, and then like the other main character's name is Harvey Specter, the big shot lawyer. It's the coolest name ever. Harvey Specter. And he's like the boogeyman of the New York law.
Out of the two,
world.
If you were to describe this show and then just give me those names, I would expect Harvey Specter to be the fake lawyer.
No, Mike Ross is the fake lawyer. Harvey Specter is legit. He's like the coolest. It's, you know, you watch a lot of TV shows, and you know, like some of those TV shows are like giant, like superheroes or like space explorers saving the galaxy, and yet one of the coolest characters I've ever seen on screen is a lawyer called Harvey Specter. He's like the super charismatic dude, and he's charismatic because of the actor who plays him, who should have been Batman. Is all I'm saying. I mean, Ben Affleck's great, but Gabriel Macht, I think, would make a great Batman. Or would have. It's too late now, but you know. And he's just like this. He has like this arrogance about him, and then like he kind of takes on this mentoring role to Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, there's like this whole cast of characters, and they all have like these super witty one-liners, and the dialogue in TV shows where.
Yeah, no, I can picture it.
Yeah, it's cheesy. It's cheesy in all the best ways.
It's cool.
Yeah, the law on it actually has a decent enough foundation. In that, I rewatched the entire season, like all the I rewatched the entire series with my mom last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually more than a year ago at this point, and I was almost done with B-Law, like business law.
Yeah.
And it was actually really interesting how much of what we talked about in class appeared on that show.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was. It was very interesting. But overall, I'd say the show is great because Harvey Specter's so cool. And also, it's just like, it's one of those shows that is just very crisp. And like, it's like an espresso, It's very modern and...
yeah.
It's fun. Like the first season is very fun, and then after that it does go more dramatic, and there's some decent character exploration. I don't want to big it. It's no Expanse. Is what I'm saying. It's you do explore some of the negatives of the arrogance of Harvey Specter, but.
So like this podcast, what we do here.
Yeah. Although I don't know if my arrogance is completely explored on this podcast.
We'll get there. We're on episode 7.
Yeah, we still got like 7 seasons to go.
Exactly.
It's just a fun show to watch. It's just a cool show to watch. That's all I can say. And the story, and like the stories are pretty cool. There's a few twists that you see coming, and there's a few that you don't. But it's cool. It has absolutely no relevance to the actual law scene or any business world.
I mean, that seems about right.
It's one of those shows that you watch because of the cool main character.
It's somewhat like How to Get Away with Murder. Nothing to do with actual law.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it has some grounds of law, but it isn't obviously something that happens. It's called How to Get Away with Murder. Obviously, there's some murder involved.
Yeah. And getting away from it. Or getting
yeah,
away
actually,
with it.
there's just this guy named Murder and just running away from him. He actually at the end of the season, the big twist is he isn't the murderer.
Okay.
He was just unfortunately named.
Same. Suits is a good show to watch. It's clever sometimes. It's fun. You like all the characters for the most part. So overall, I would recommend it. I can't really go too much into the story further than that because it's just all spoilers and stuff.
I will give it a watch. I know it was only to me that you were saying that. I will eventually watch it after I watch The Mentalist. Actually, right after I watch The Mentalist and nothing else. I'll throw that on that list. I'll push back the other show. What is it called? The Expanse or whatever. Because I know you want me to watch Suits more. So, and then I'll watch The Expanse like after that. Or after I rewatch like Avatar: Last Airbender. And then I'll watch The Expanse.
You got any more shows you're going to pile
Probably.
on there?
Watch the How to Train Your Dragon series. TV series. I'll figure out more until then.
Okay. Maybe just get caught up on The Bold and the Beautiful.
The Bold. I do need to get caught up on that. I'm a lot of seasons behind right now.
Oh my gosh, they have it playing in the gym, So it's like they always have some kind of, it's either half of it's usually on ESPN and the other half is either on Judge Judy or all the soap operas, which I feel are making a comeback.
Maybe just now because you're in the
Maybe
gym.
yeah,
more.
maybe now because I'm actually watching them.
Yeah.
Because it's super funny. Like I'll be like right in the middle of like working out, and then like I always see these parodies of soap operas,
Mm-hmm.
and I never imagined that the actual soap operas would be as crazy as the parodies.
Yeah.
But after having seen the actual soap operas, the parodies seem tame in comparison. They seem more realistic. There's actual like a spoiler alert, I guess, for General Hospital. But there's like characters coming back, and for a second you think maybe it's this character that was thought to be long dead, but then got a new face, and then you figure out that it was actually his long lost brother, and I'm not making any of this up. This actually happened, and then he pretends to be the guy that died, just with a different body and face, and then everyone's like, "Wait, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I believe you," and it turns out it was wrong, and he was actually the brother.
Those are the most. Those are the most.
Yeah,
Those are the biggest
and then there's like this
stereotypes.
entire episode of him trying to convince the wife of his brother that was dead that he was actually his brother, just so that she wouldn't sue him.
Sounds about right.
It's gold. It is so. It's on another level.
I want to do a React series where we watch soap operas.
And then with like The Bold and the Beautiful, there was like this entire episode where this guy he had an actual conversation with this woman who he has a kid with, and he was just like, "I'm sorry for the kiss. I regret it. It should never have happened." And it's just like, "Where are you staying now?" "I'm staying with my other family." And then you find out at the end that the woman he kissed in front of his wife was actually put up to it by the guy that wants to marry his ex-wife in order to actually mess with this other woman who he proposed to, to affect that woman's brother. It's complicated, Jacob.
It's complicated.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's just say watch it for yourself.
I think I'm thinking along with. I still think after watching Waffle Street, we should watch a bunch of The Bold and Beautiful. Or
The Bold and the Beautiful, I feel like is. I don't want to say.
actually, we should watch General Hospital.
Yes, General Hospital, I feel like is the strangest show.
I'm not even joking.
Like,
if we ever get the ball rolling on doing like commentary over tracks, I want it to be that'll be the TV series we watch.
Like you could throw Ken onto General Hospital and it would make it more realistic.
We should make our own General Hospital with Ken. The theme song is us two and Ken. We just include Ken in the theme. Like we make a theme song for this podcast, include Ken in it, despite the fact that he's not in it. But we pay him royalties. We get actually all the money because we know he'll beat us up if we don't pay him. All right, so my media moment is actually a album of music. I can't obviously share any of the music on here, or else we'll get sued. Not actually, but we'll get copyrighted or something. It's a band called Miracle Musical, and the album's called Hawaii Part 2. I have not listened to Part 1, nor do I think there is a Part 1, but the music in it is very like kind of classical, kind of poppy. It's a weird mix. I don't know how to describe it. It's such a...
Okay, I might give this a shot.
It's like an interesting sound. They do have one song which is weirdly has like a rap part in it, which doesn't make sense for the rest of the album, but I think it's so funny. And they have another song which isn't some... I don't know what the language is. I think it's Korean, I want to say. And then they just have all the songs... It sounds like this is like a really experimental sound or whatever. It really isn't. Like it sounds, they're all like very beautiful. The last song of the album is probably my favorite. Although I'm gonna give my top 3. All right. My favorite is Dream Suite in C major. There's The Mind Electric, and then there's one called Time Machine. And I've listened to some of their own other music, and I don't like it as much as like this album. But they have like, I mean, the most popular song has 5.4 million listens, so they're doing okay for themselves, obviously. But they haven't released.
I mean, they're not just very mundane, but
yeah. But like they haven't released a song. Their album came out 2012.
Wow.
And they haven't released another thing since
I was
then.
like 8 years younger than I am now.
And then they have one other song that isn't in the album. And that's all their music. And I haven't done more research. Maybe they have their own music separately or something like that. But I like their music a lot. And also, I like to write. And their music is it's cool to write to.
Okay.
And I don't know. I wanted to mix it up and give a media moment to this. It's just all of their songs sound so different in a way, but they all contrast very well. Like they all make sense in an album together, but they all have their own individual sounds. And the singing is great. All the instruments are great. I'm not big on how to describe music, but I just like it. It makes my ears happy, and that's why I listen to it.
I will definitely give this a shot, actually. This does sound like something I would enjoy.
Cool. There are lyrics to it. Hopefully you don't mind.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to look past the lyrics.
You asked for the karaoke version just so you don't have to listen to the lyrics. Yeah, but that's it. It's called Miracle Musical. The album is Hawaii Part 2. And if you want to listen to them, give them a listen. They're on Spotify, and I'm assuming everywhere else you find music. Just a hunch. I don't know. That's it. Yeah. Any other last thoughts? I know not your very very last thought. Just anything else?
I'm just in a week, Jacob. The next time
we record,
F1 will have begun. Mm-hmm. I mean, actually, hopefully, because of the coronavirus. But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still in shock that it's almost here. Can't believe it. I'm in disbelief. But it's my big thing. Also, daylight saving time has ended, so it's kind of throwing me off a bit. Because even though I did get a lot of sleep, I still feel tired for some reason.
You know what? I change it. My media moment's daylight savings. Not at ending, just starting.
Other than that, yeah, I've got nothing else major to add. I'm sure the moment we stop recording, I'll have something I was like, man, I should have said that. But
just write it down and share for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Would you write it down?
I would type it down on my phone.
Well, yeah. Just write it on your hand.
Yeah.
Just keep it there for a week. Yep. All right. Yeah. I don't
watch
The
Expanse. Are we done?
Now we are.